Natalia Kostюченко, and I'm the founder of Vital magazine. Vital came about 2 years ago. I just thought about what I can do to help a huge number of people raise awareness about various aspects of our life. This is my creative contribution to I know really matters. However, we need the right approach so that your daily lives become an exciting story for each of us. With issues in 45 countries in the world and 21 million readers worldwide, Vital magazine is the go-to reference of daily life, travel, trends, and fashion. Vital is a brand that doesn't take itself too seriously, enjoys making fashion accessible, and looks to enhance every aspect of people's daily lives. Designed for strong, independent people who love their individuality and are not afraid of change.
Hello, I'm Roman. I'm an electrical engineer. I'm working on automotive technologies for Vital.
Technology is important in lots of areas of our lives. I want to specify the importance of electric cars in today's world and why electric cars are not sold much around the world. Also, I want the people to know more information about electric cars and how electric cars work. Because the use of electric cars can decrease air pollution. I need the people's attention to help me solve the problem. I think the best way is an e-magazine to raise awareness to people.
Nice to meet you, everyone. I'm traveling writer Jungmin Park from South Korea.
Travel is a positive activity that helps both mental and physical improvement. I enjoy traveling and writing articles. That's why I'm writing an article about traveling. Based on my own experience, I feel it is rewarding to share information about the joy and value of traveling. Therefore, I collect information and take many photos every time I travel. Even in my recent visit to Malta, I went through many streets and saw many attractions. It is a very old and exotic place. I was able to collect a lot of information and take many photos while walking around the old city in bright sunny weather. Sometimes I feel tired of writing articles, but it doesn't matter. Because I'm happy if readers decide to travel after reading my article. If someone decides to travel after reading my article, I hope to see you there.
The drop in garment prices over the last 20 years has allowed us to buy more and more clothes. We now have 5 times more clothes than our grandparents had. In reality, this continuous accumulation of low-cost garments is only possible because of a constant reduction in production cost. The fashion industry is the second largest polluter in the world, just after the oil industry. For example, 20% of industrial water pollution comes from textile treatment and dyes. So what can we do in the fashion industry? It's obviously not to buy or not be willing to buy fast fashion clothes like Zara, H&M, and so on. However, these are the tips to recognize if the garments are well made or not. First, stitches. Second, protest. third, thickness, fourth, zipper, fifth, buttons, and lastly, fabric pattern. If they don't, this means that very little effort has gone into making the garment.
Interest in the fourth industrial revolution in Korea is really high. A well-known match between Isedo and AlphaGo has also been held in Korea. In addition, media outlets are expressing concern that the number of jobs will be completely reduced in the era of fourth industrial revolutions. So here is a summary of where we are going. With great power comes great responsibility. In terms of super intelligence and hyper-connectedness, unless the human mind is right, it can be a disaster. So in a more essential sense, I want to look into this. In other words, the fourth industrial revolution is all about education in relation to its cause, its consequences, even its process. A so-called computing thinking has already been created. Coding education has become increasingly a must area. Let's take a look at what areas of education should be taught to children who will be the main characters of the fourth industrial revolution.
I love
Yo amo Python.
Python.